Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Paul Brantley. We're going to get into the Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 11, Episode 5. It opened up on Election Day. There was actually a big fight on the plane back home to Beverly Hills between Cal and Derek. There was an incident where Crystal and Derek were actually talking and Cal butted in, which caused Cal and Derek to get into a big argument, which caused Cal to ended up crying. And Derek said, "Oh, you really crying?" Yeah, which caused a friction in their friendship. Yeah, and then after that, end up finding out Derek, Lisa Rinna, and Cal ended up finding out from Erica that she filed for divorce the election day. So on the election day, so Cal is having an election party that night. So later on that night, so Crystal and her husband are on their way to the party. In the car, Crystal's husband asks, "How was the weekend? How was the ladies' weekend? How was the lady weekend for you?" And she said the weekend was good. Her experience, she just had a bad experience with, excuse me, she had a bad experience with one person. They were just very unnice to her. To me, that person was unnice to you because you was unnice to them. You did things that other people may not have seen you do to them, but they knew what you did to them, and they called you out on it. Excuse me. They called you out on it, and you didn't like that. So yeah, moving on. So at Cal party, everybody's there, just greeting each other and somewhat. Crystal husband talks to Sutton, introduces himself. Sutton said hi and everything, and they did a little chit chat. Everybody's standing around, waiting for Erica to show up. Erica finally shows up. She drove herself, which was kind of crazy, but it's what it is. She came in, and everything. She spoke to everybody, I want to say, and everything. So everybody ended up moving outside to the back of the house. There's an area in the back Cal them got where you can sit and watch the election. So the ladies went out there, sat and was talking, and Cal ended up asking Crystal and Sutton how they've been doing since they got back home. How both of them been doing and how everything been going between them since they got back home. And they both went like, we're doing okay. We settled everything up there. So we're okay. And somewhat. So that's what they both said, we're doing okay. So they showed the husbands talking a little bit about the ladies' trip, and they asked Kyle husband asked Crystal husband, like, "So how did your wife enjoy her first trip with the ladies? Did she have any issues with any of the ladies?" And he just said she had an issue with Sutton, and they were joking about it and whatever. And the Rick husband and stuff, and Kyle's husband was like, "If we went on a trip, you wouldn't even be on the trip." So we would. The Rick husband was like, "If I was, well, you wouldn't even be on the trip, so we wouldn't even have a problem." He went, "Well, then that's all our questions," and they just started laughing. So the guy's joking about it. the issues with that they had, excuse me, that they were having. So they went back to the ladies. So Crystal, so they went back to the ladies, and Crystal said, excuse me, Crystal said that she got on the, well, when they got back from the trip, she got on the scale. She had got on the scale to weigh herself, and she lost 5 pounds. She said she lost 5 pounds. The ladies all looked at Sutton and said, "Sutton, girl, she lost 5 pounds because she lost weight. She lost 5 pounds because of you." Sutton said, hold up. So, well, hold up. Don't put that on me, because she ain't lose no 5 pounds because of me. When it comes to weight, she ain't lost no 5 pounds. Sutton rolled her eyes and turned like, I ain't got no part of this. This heifer ain't put me in her business. Then Crystal went into saying she was bulimic. She been dealing with it since she was 12. I want to say she was dealing with it since she was 12. And yeah, so she been dealing with it since she was 12 and everything. And I'm like, okay, yeah. I was like, I'm not sure about that. I'm like, I don't know, when it comes to Crystal, I don't know what to believe. I said, I don't know what to believe with her. It's like, yeah. Because she said she's been dealing with that, and then in her profession, she said that's why she hasn't been eating. That's why she wasn't really eating on the trip, because she was dealing with that. And I'm like, and she said she wasn't in readmission. I'm like, but if you weighed yourself, I said, because if you weighed yourself, that meaning that you are. I said, you weighed yourself, mean, It made me think like, okay, sure, but I'm not in readmission. She went directly into she not in readmission. It's like, they didn't ask any of that. They just went like, oh, okay, and stuff. So I went, yeah. So after that, the ladies get up and go back into the house and stuff. And they just chit chat and getting more drinks. And Kyle asked Derek to go chit chat. They went into another room, separate room, to chit chat. So they in a separate room. Kyle and Derek is talking about what happened on the plane. And Kyle went into told her, don't you ever talk to me. Don't you ever talk to me like that if you want to be friends with me. If you want to be friends with me, don't ever talk to me like that again. And the ring went, okay. The ring like, okay. She got up, fixed her clothes, put her purse on, and walked out. And Kyle went, what you doing? You just gonna leave? She went, yeah. Yeah. She went, yeah, I'ma leave. I'm done with this. I'm done. This is all we gonna do right here. I swear I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna do exactly what you wanted. Excuse me. That's what we gonna do. So she get up and leave and go back to where everybody else was at the bar and stuff. Get back and go where everybody else. And so so the guys are in another room, sitting room. And her husband sitting down with the guys. They enjoy themselves. I think they was watching something. They either watching the game or watching something. And she told her husband, he said, hey, he went, what's going on? She went, well, she went, I'm ready to go. He went, for real? He said, I'm ready to go. Yeah, I need somebody. She went, yeah, my dad just got in and I'm ready to go. And stuff, so he went, okay. He went, well, it's time to go, guys. Yeah, so Kyle was like, oh, she just gonna leave like that? She just gonna leave? I went, yeah, she gonna leave. You just told her, don't talk to you like that. But it's okay but you don't like when nobody talk to you like the way you just talk to her. You don't like when nobody cuts in on you when you're talking to anybody, but because she was talking to Crystal, and she was having a long conversation with Crystal, you weren't happy with it because she wouldn't stop talking. Like, she was talking to her. Wait your turn. Or you could have just texted her. You didn't have to say it. You could have just texted her. You got her number. Like, you making it more difficult for yourself, but whatever. So after that, the party was over. After that, next they showed Sutton and Garcia hanging out, cause Sutton went and bought a new. Sutton went to purchase a new car. She was test driving a new Bentley. This was the first time she bought herself a car for herself without asking or having her husband's permission to get a car. So this was her first time doing that. You know, they hung out, tested out, and stuff. They had fun. I really like their relationship. It's really good. So moving on. So Crystal. Okay, hold on. Okay, so next scene, Crystal is at home with her husband and stuff, and her kids, and everything. And her husband was talking about the election party, and he said, like, he talked to Sutton. He told her, he said, I talked to Sutton. I had a real nice conversation with Sutton. Yeah, I really enjoyed her and everything. And she was like, Crystal was like, she was on her best behavior that day. And he looking at his wife like, he looking at her like, huh? Like, gave her that face like, you cry? Like, he looking at her like, okay. Okay. Like, gave her that face, and then the kids walk in. I think he was kind of happy that the kids walk in, because she really need help. And then she said that he's the, like, his personality is that he's more of a calm, cool type person. And she just, I don't want to be rude, but she just an ass. She's a straight up ass. She's mean. She's stuck up. She's an ass. I'm gonna just keep it straight up gutter. She's an ass for no reason. And she gives off that type of personality. And it's like, but you get mad when people don't like your personality, and you get what you get in return. A person gonna give you what you give off, and she gives off that. Like, she comes off a little bit of, she try to be nice, but then her true colors truly come out. And it's like, once your true colors come out, somebody gonna serve you what you serve. You hang around them type of girls that I will have to serve y'all all the time. Really. But moving on. So, and all that, okay, so her and her husband they move from the kitchen to sit down, and he actually, they just having a conversation. He asked her, he tell her like, I was shocked that you told the ladies that about your you being bulimic. Because Lisa Renner actually came up to me and told me that you told them about that and stuff. Because he said you actually love food. So she went, yeah, I just wanted to be honest, and she went, I love food and everything, but as I was growing up, you know, it's like I love food, but I always wanted to be pretty and stuff. So that's why I ended up doing the bulimic route. And I'm like, that concept, I said, I'm kind of, with that, I was really confused. Because I said, have heard a lot of different people who talks about the bulimic stuff. And not with just bulimic, but anorexic and all that. A lot of people do it for different things. But her situation was something a little bit different that I have heard, and I never heard that before. So I'm like, I've never heard hers, and I'm like, I'm not sure. It's like, I'm not sure. Like, you love food, but then you turn around and you say you want to be, you like, I love it, but then you do the bulimic stuff and you want to be beautiful. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't like Crystal, but I would like I would like to sit down with her and just really learn a little bit more about this from her point of view of the bulimic stuff, to really understand what she means by her experience, because I kind of don't get it. But moving forward, so Kathy and Cal goes to Sutton's store to see her, and Kathy started trying to get free stuff out of the store because she was picking out. She was liking a lot of the furniture and stuff in Kathy's store. Excuse me, in Sutton's store. She was liking a lot of it, and she was asking about stuff. Wait, no, Kathy, I need that. That's the powder room, Kathy. I need that too. So what about this desk? She's like, no, Kathy. I like, Kathy, we're gonna get something out of there. And apparently, I think Kathy, I know she got something out of there, because she was liking a lot of the stuff. It's like, but if you don't add, if you got like rich friends like that actually have, I want to say, certain clothes, like, it's expensive. She got expensive clothes, and some of them, they name brand stuff. Some of the stuff, pieces, some of them is not cute. But then if you look at them individually, you can see which ones, like, yeah. And you can take it and do what you can do with them. But it's like, yeah. So that went on. So Sutton actually, hold on. Okay, so Sutton is having a party, and she's she actually is selling a lot of her clothing and jewelry from her shop as she's throwing the party. So all the ladies are coming and everything, and Kyle and Lisa actually end up wearing the same outfit, which is like, wow. Okay, so the ladies get there except Erica. Erica hasn't arrived yet. So the ladies are just sitting around waiting. And Garcelle asks the ladies, like, is it real that Erica is filing for divorce? Because when from last year just meeting her, and from what I know, that they were good. And it's just not, it don't seem like this is really happening. And Lisa Renner was like, yeah, they getting divorced. It's true. It's true. And so, ladies just saying yeah and whatever. And then Garcelle said like, she should just wait. So the ladies all looking like, huh? Derek picked up on it very quick. Derek went, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Then Sutton figured it out. Sutton went, Garcelle, really? Sutton was like, Garcelle, really, Garcelle? Sir, what? What? She like, what? I ain't say it. I just said. She went, I ain't said. I just said she should just wait. She said, you applied it. I ain't say it. And you know, that's when then Erica walked in, and I said that's when it went off. So I was cracking up. So it went off right there. So that's all that happened on this episode. They are best. So like, subscribe, comment, share. It's your boy Paul Brentley. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all.